Well, hello there, and welcome to another installment of Lessons from the Burning Bush. We're in part 5 here today, and we're going to continue on with the next section today, which I've called the Heart of God. And it's amazing what God reveals to Moses as he's encountering Moses at the burning bush, what God actually says to him. And I think there's a lot to learn for us here. And so let's go for it. Exodus 3. And starts in verse 7, and it says, "Then the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and I've heard their cry because of their taskmasters," right? "I know their sufferings, and I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of the land to a good and broad land." Okay. "A land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites, the Hivites and the Jebusites. And now behold, the cry of the people of Israel has come to me, their cry. I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them." You know, it's amazing as I reflect on this, is when you and I encounter the presence of God, it's what often happens is we get access to what's important in heaven, right? We get access to the heart of God. It's almost, you could say, we get access to what attracts the attention of heaven on the earth. And in this instance, in this moment, Moses had no idea what was going on. Like I said, he's encountering this burning bush. He's going through a type of transformation himself by God calling him out of his sort of like his almost purposelessness. He's being purified, taking his shoes off, and so on, by this place of holy ground and so on. And then in that place, it's like God says, "Hey, listen, let me reveal to you what's important to me, what attracts my attention." And he says, "I see the affliction of people, the oppression. I hear their cries. I hear the cry that's coming out of their mouths. I hear the cry that's in their hearts, their longing. I hear the cry, in a sense, in their minds, the confusion and the anxiety that they carry. They've been these people oppressed, and I hear the pain coming out of them. I can hear it. I can see it, and it's amazing. And I love this. And then God says, "Listen." To Moses, I'm telling you what I'm seeing and hearing, and this God is amazing. The heart of God that we express. He's this hearing God. He's the one that sees all across the earth the pain and the suffering, and He's a speaking God that says, "Okay, hang on, my love will compel me to action." God doesn't just like see and hear and like, "Oh well, good luck to you all." No. What happens is, in heaven, it's like this. He hears God, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. They hear what's happening on the earth. They see what's happening, and then there's a compassion in them. Their love propels them to action. And in this instance, Moses is called to go and to eventually go and go save or release the people. In the story of Christ, the heart of the Father is revealed as the Son steps into our world and dies on the cross, right? And so it's just incredible. Like, I always think again, like in the presence of God, we are going to have access to what's important to heaven, and what the heart of God is in heaven. And what we see in the story is that, man, God is full of love and compassion for the world, and that He is eager to break the hold of darkness that the kingdom of darkness has, to break it out and for people out of that, and to put them into a land, a promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. And I often see it. I like the Lord of the Rings, and I often see the Shire as this place of greenery and community, and it's like a flourishing society. It's beautiful. It's full of vibrancy and color. And then you've got Mordor, which is Middle Earth. It's this dark, grey, black place. There's just hatred and pain and nastiness, and there's no color, and there's like this darkness. And then God says, "I want to break people out of that place and put them into this place of greenery and flourishing and abundance and blessing." And see, this is the heart of God, that He's for His world. He's for his world. And one of the prayers we can have, which is a dangerous prayer, is say, hey, God, break my heart for what breaks yours, right? Have you heard this? Break my heart for what breaks yours. For the people in our town, for the people in our street, for our family members, what's happening in the Middle East, what's happening in Ukraine and Russia and so on. Like, God, break our hearts for what breaks yours. And then as that happens, it will propel us into action. So that's a reflection today. I want you to think about what the Lord is drawing your attention to, what pain and hurt for others, and pray into that, and maybe actually do something where you step into that space and bring some kind of kingdom blessing and kingdom breakthrough and kingdom release and freedom in Jesus' name. Bless you.